Hello, everybody. My name is Ben, and I'm joined by Steve to bring you coverage of Round 7 of the BCS Philadelphia 25-26 Weiß Schwarz Regional Qualifier. Final round of Swiss. This round, we have Kokuren playing SAO Alternative Gun Gale Online versus Mochi Mano playing Bang Dream. Two familiar characters if you have been watching our coverage of both this and the BCS Duluth coverage.
Yeah, Mochi Mano has had an incredible season, and this regional is no exception. So we got two undefeateds playing for the coveted role of not being undefeated, the so-called Swiss curse. We're trying to avoid
curse?
it.
Okay.
Yes.
So how does that go?
So
for those at home unfamiliar.
So if you are from card games, generally it is considered to be bad luck to be undefeated through Swiss.
I see. But Mochi Mano was undefeated at BCS Duluth and then what?
Right. So it's a superstition. It's not real.
Right. Flying into the game right now, though.
Yeah. So Mochi went ahead and got treasure on turn 1.
Really easy.
So yeah, nice trigger.
And also, is that Mocha not bigger than the Len helmet? I guess it's a 1-5. Yeah, it's not. But no clean cut this time. Okay, unironically, with the way that Gun Gale Online is, I would consider swinging once here. You need 3 other characters on the board for your level 1 combo. You are not getting to clean cut the Brainstormer back. Perhaps Kokuren has like an easy way in hand to make sure that this 3 or more other board condition is going to happen. But unironically, if your hand was so bad that you're going to swing with a helmet and a Brainstorm, maybe it's not worth playing. And you got to keep the helmet already, right? So kind of like, is the filtering that good?
It's an aggressive maneuver. It does help guard against empty standby triggers sometimes.
Yeah, with our treasure comeback gate on the other side for sure.
But we're going to see the Bang Dream special here. We got the good tri-fields for turn 2. Drew a second Mocha and a third Mocha. So we got plenty.
Ooh, even gets clock remove. Kind of funnily enough.
Yeah. So we can actually shut down on reverse mechanics here.
There are none, but also Kokuren does take 4.
He just takes
immediately. 4. With the treasure slam here for Mochi Mano. Okay. Gonna get kill a Rui, get a Rui. Easy as you like.
Yeah.
Or is that not a Rui?
No, it's the on death check 4.
Oh, it's the on death check 4. I'm too broke. I haven't seen the foils.
Right.
My bad.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, he just leveled red. No green in the no green in the clock. Gonna take every point of damage. Here's your green now.
The reason you didn't know about that card is because it's from Morphonica, which is several sets old. Oh. It's just a bog standard on death pitch. Look it up to 4 at a level 1 or lower. Or level 1 or higher, excuse me.
Okay.
So we took an entire level of damage here, which is bad.
Yeah, also the 1 of gate getting triggered here for Mochi Mano, which is very funny.
Yeah.
Okay, we get to...
We're going to take even more damage.
To get the board?
To get some more board for our level 1 combo.
Okay, nice.
The only good thing that's happening for Kokuren in this game is I can see 2 Sakikos in the clock for Mochi, so we
need... Okay. We need 2 more characters if you want to resolve that Len, Kokuren.
Okay.
No.
We're helmeting.
Okay. What is that helmeting for? A Brainstormer? Do you have a clean cut and a combo? No! You try it. Oh, okay, this is the judge call. I have to come in and stop this. Give it a Yeah, here we go. You need 3 or more other characters for this, as it turns out. I think Kokuren is about to flip the hand to the camera in a little bit. We're gonna get to see his hand of relatively unplayables besides this. The only saving grace from this misplay is that Kokuren has clean cut and thus can keep a Len level 1 combo cross turn.
Yeah, unfortunate to not be able to reveal a 1-0 to make that turn slightly better.
No, you couldn't salvage at all. There was no combo.
What I mean is that he didn't. The helmet did not reveal additional level 1.
Oh.
Yeah.
2-1, 3-2, 2 treasures.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. Triggered a second one this turn. So.
Yeah. Right. True. Nice.
All right. We're gonna get.
Kind of clobbered, actually.
Did pretty good damage, but now it's time for Mochi to play his turn. He's going to.
It does not look good from here.
He's going to be picking up the changer.
Eyeing the changer, eyeing the brainstormer. Yeah. What I was talking about committing the brainstormer even before remembering what, because I recorded this game, so I remember some of what happened in the games.
That looks like a pretty small deck now for Mochi. We're probably going to clear this thing.
Yeah.
And reset.
Man, that punish from not holding that brainstormer.
Yeah.
If he held the brainstormer, he would have had the board condition, could have at least salvaged A0 to help filter the future hands, even if it was going to trigger a treasure. Could have brainstormed.
Can still clean cut.
Yeah. But it would have been much better.
Treasure again for Mochi.
A block, the only saving grace here for Kokuren. Double blocking.
All right.
Kind of keeping things a little bit in line. You'll notice there that Mochi What Mano is playing his championship comeback climaxes that he's earned throughout the season.
Yeah.
As his empty comebacks.
What a flex.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so I mean, this is the game state you want if you're Bang Dream.
You're rich.
Nice and compressed.
You're compressed. You have
hands. Full hand. Yeah. What more do you want?
On the opposite side, for GGO, you're poor.
Kokuren
you have no hand.
Kokuren kind of in shambles at this point.
Well, you're relatively poor. It feels like you want to have more stock because your stock.
He does have 5 or less in the deck.
Does he have? He has had no filter, no sculpting whatsoever. Okay, now there's the sculpts. We drew into drop salvage, which is really key, but is choosing to just resolve
double combo.
Yeah,
sure.
Drew into 2 playables, really key, honestly.
All right, we're getting paid.
And we're getting paid. We're attempting to catch up.
Get a healer.
Yep, we're attempting to catch up. We're gonna stock.
Hit for 3.
That's kind of dangerous. We're not out everything, are we?
I believe there are very few climaxes remaining, if any.
Right, but it was a 5-card deck. If there's like 1 or 2 left in the 5-card deck,
I don't think there is. We were holding 2 to start the turn.
And
double blocked.
Yeah, he did just double block. That's true.
So maybe 1.
Maybe.
But even more troubling is that we're still holding 1.
Are we?
For sure.
We are.
So no, I'm sorry. He dropped it with the drop salvage.
Yeah, okay. I was about to say.
So we're out of climaxes in hand, which is sort of good and sort of bad. He got an early play healer.
All right.
Sticking this 3 would do a lot of good.
And what if he doesn't?
That's less good.
Hey, at least he got the stock. No, he didn't. He actually attacked with the drop salvage before.
It actually kind of works because it saves the treasure climax. So the game.
Oh yeah, true. You kind of don't want it to happen.
The game state isn't horrible.
Not the worst, but
you kind of know how Bang Dream decks work.
And here's the thing. Bang Dream is better at doing the thing that GGO is trying to do for the most part
clock
than GGO.
He brainstorms and hits 1.
Yeah. Because here's the thing, right? Like, Bang Dream, the way that this stocking compressing thing is going is that you are doing it clean for the most part, unless you treasure trigger. But you're doing it clean, you're milling your deck to kind of keep things in line, you're getting your hand. On the opposite side, Kokuren basically was like, well, I just took like 9. Now I get to resolve combo and pray really hard. And not for nothing, he did get one hit on the stock, but...
All right, it looks like he's going to get another Brainstorm and try again. We're going to mill 3 here.
Yeah, could try again. Could just be wanting the the top checking.
We're gonna reprocess the entire deck here.
Yeah, but that's what this does. This is what Bang Dream does.
But the thing is that he played 5 characters this turn, so he can't go to stock with these cards.
That's true. Because he already went to stock in the previous turn. For guaranteed.
He didn't.
He didn't he? Like
I don't.
Once or twice?
Did he once? I don't know.
Maybe, but yeah.
The upside to the way you approach this matchup is you have to make sure to keep reversing. You have to keep reversing, because the second you stop reversing Oblivionis is the second the game starts to death spiral, because as soon as they can start going to stock religiously with their combo, the compression gets way out of hand.
Yeah. Mochi, what Mano doing a thing that everybody should do and should do more often, which is if you're unfamiliar with the cards in your opponent's deck, read them. When they're in the waiting room going back to your deck, and that's like the whole waiting room, read them. Just read them.
Yeah, it's actually interesting because for the most part, we have not seen that from any of our other competitors.
Nope.
Big cancel.
Yeah, massive cancel for Kokuren to keep the game in line.
Canceling this would be
Mochi
also...
what Mano getting a Tamori into hand, and also I believe it was a Ruri. Gonna look for the second Tamori here, and Kokuren getting a key block to not be completely out. All things considered, isn't able to clock the Pito Hui level 0 cannot heal, which is my general complaint with the sealer is that you need that specific level 0 blue card in your clock.
Well, here's what I'll say, and we kind of touched on it earlier, but we're seeing this is one of the things that people are just not very if they're aware of it, I don't think they're aware of it at a high level. In Weiß Schwarz, okay.
No, you
gotta
put the treasure in your hand.
Treasure in your hand first.
Yeah. Just put it in your hand. All right, there we go.
Okay. So this is one of the things
Did he just discard it?
No, he put it in his hand.
Oh, he played one.
Yeah,
that's right.
One. So here's one of the things that is underrated about Weiß Schwarz, and one of the reasons it's pretty hard to get good at Weiß Schwarz. So we talked about it earlier, but we're still seeing the echoing effects of attacking with the Brainstorm on turn 1. Because what was in the backstage during his combo turn? The Pito Hui. Why was it there? Because he needed a 4th character. And why did he need a 4th character? Because he attacked the Brainstorm. If the Brainstorm had been there, he could have held the Pito Hui. And then he could have clocked the Pito Hui. And then he could have early play healed. And these are the type of knock-on effects from small mistakes.
And he could have beaten over the Oblivionises on this turn, which, I don't know, I think you said something about you really should not let that happen. And can't heal, just actually committed the Brainstorm to attack with alongside the Pito Hui and the Climax Swapper, not willing at this late clock to commit kind of gambling with the Brainstorm to try to get more hand resource, because it's just more likely that you'll just like be at 3, you want to play your 3s, we might as well have the stock for the 3s, and we still want to swing 3 times. But Mochi what Mano is was 2-2, now going to 2-1, now going to 2-0.
Yeah.
Now swinging, or actually it was 2-3. That's 3 healers that just got played.
Yep.
So
now we're gonna trigger another treasure. This is the power of treasure. Is we're just getting everything we need over and over again.
I mean, he doesn't even need it yet, but he can do it next turn now.
Yeah.
Even if he wants to.
Well, because of the nature of how his deck behaves, he needs climaxes in hand so that he can swap into his finishing climax. Because the chance of him drawing is like near 0.
All right. You want to know the funny part? We talked to him after the tournament. I think he resolved the gate combo like once.
Yeah, because
actually, no. It's not that. No, sorry, different thing. He never needed to climax swap for the gate. He either lost it early and just never resolved it.
Yeah.
Or just had
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you know it's your day.
Also, he hates gate. So, like, just play a comeback. Really easy. Better trigger, definitely.
I mean, it is a better trigger, but
I mean, what's searching 2 cards?
sometimes you need climaxes. So as long as you have treasure, I guess it's okay.
All right, here
All
we go.
right, so
gonna be sending a
we're gonna
one of the healers into memory with this red 2/1 that just hit the board, the Lennon Pitahui,
and 2 healers.
Yep, heals twice, but also heals to stock, so the hand is now nothing, and we have no way to get it back. Really?
Yeah. Cancel.
And double cancel. And lose all your board, but you have all the hand. You have a halfway decent amount of stock. You're at 2-2, opponent at 3-0. Mochi What Mano is
Just gonna brainstorm here.
pretty in the driver's seat here. Yeah, there's the one of Dolores comeback climax.
Yeah.
Just for fun.
Only 5 in the waiting room is troubling.
That I think that informs a hand, given the 1 card left in deck.
Uh,
and perhaps the
I think
stock.
by picking up Sakiko, he may be telegraphing that the card left in the deck is a climax. I will say, of all the Mochi What Mano games I've watched, he finds himself in this situation more frequently than you would imagine. He's very good at playing around these sort of like sticky spots in the game.
Yeah. We've actually seen on camera before already Mochi What Mano dealing with the climax on the bottom of the deck. That's honestly very funny. Really trying to consider what to do left. Yeah, there's a treasure in hand. There might be one that was blind stocked, or a or a comeback that was blind. No, I think it was. Yeah, it could be a comeback that's blind stocked here.
Possible.
So yeah, just got trying to figure out how to maneuver the turn so that you can get kind of the max value out of being quote unquote behind in damage.
Yeah, we're gonna just grab another healer.
Keep yourself at level 2 for as long as possible.
Yep, we have Takishina, so that easily clears the climax. We're gonna grab another healer. This is absolutely insane.
Yeah,
I mean, he's
is there a Rui? Do we have a thoughts on a Rui? No, playing the 2/1 assist.
Yep, we're gonna
rest
crack,
to draw.
Crack Sheena to draw. Go back with 6.
Okay.
All right, so he did trigger Soulgate many turns ago.
You know,
I don't know if that ever got paid out.
I feel like I didn't think about it too hard and I was looking at a different part of the game. But yeah, maybe not. It was pretty early on in that turn.
So he may just be
6 in.
Yep. He may just be committing to the heal spam at this point.
That is the best mode of any Bang Dream deck. Any Bang Dream deck that tells you that the finisher is the best thing or the thing you're gunning for about it is a liar. The thing you're gunning for with Bang Dream is this. What is happening in front of our eyes right now. Healing every single turn as much as possible. With Rui, with all of it, to just your 1 stock healer, to just keep healing and watch your opponent lose. Lose while you're at 2-1.
All right, well, we are slamming a comeback and we're hitting. This is for 2. Cancels.
All right.
Kokuren has been the beneficiary of a lot of cancels.
And still been extremely far behind, which is very telling of the hand state that has plagued him throughout the whole game.
Right, and it's, I mean, still no backstage, and we're level 3.
Yeah, it's tough.
Without a backstage and basically our only plus is 2 level 1 combos, then like that's kind of it, and that's hard.
You really have to consider paying 3 here.
Huge cancel.
I think you just have to. Actually,
Another
I don't think
treasure trigger.
I don't think there's a choice for Kokuren. You have to pay 3. You need to keep something.
He kept the 2-1.
Would you like to pay 3 for that, Messer?
I don't know. Maybe he.
Oh no, it was a level 0. It was a level 0. It was a level 0.
Yeah.
He just clocked to draw 2 Pito Huis that cannot search because there were not 5 cards left in the deck to refresh with.
So now he's just humongous, which doesn't really matter. We're gonna just slowly, patiently send every healer to memory and force him to play the level 3 game.
Yeah, great timing because Mochi What Mano is effectively about to be level 3, probably.
He is now
by his own choice. He can choose to be level 3. he does, like we've said, have 2 healers in memory. So, I don't know. Maybe now's the time.
Nope.
Nope.
I'm not clocking.
I mean,
We're going to brainstorm and whiff.
to be
Now we're going to brainstorm again.
to be fair,
And we're going to hit. And now we're
what
gonna...
does Kokuren have to threaten Mochi what Mano with?
We're just going to get another healer.
Besides, like, what can Kokuren threaten Mochi what Mano with? Like, actually.
Not sure, but I will say Mochi is processing a lot of cards, but he's also processing into a lot of climaxes, which I think he himself knows because he's moving a on-death check forward to the center stage.
Yep.
So now he's leaving the memory character on the board intentionally because the memory reversing is serving as a form of compression. We're going to bunce for luck. Slash
10.
Slash you can do it, Brad.
Yeah.
Running 1 of that, by the way.
Nice.
Some players are just better than others.
Yeah.
And then we're going to slam the treasure.
Yeah. 2s are lethal.
3 is lethal.
Here's a 4, actually.
Oh.
Block immediately. Here's the 2.
Locks
Nope.
again.
Final lethal swing. Thoughts? All right. He's like, do I send it to memory? Yeah. True. Yeah. Go ahead. Put it in there. Yeah. What a...
Oh, we didn't get to... Kokuren flipped it really quickly. We didn't get to see how many cards this...
it was at least 1 climax. There
But
were already a good amount out.
It was
blocking.
honestly just to force him closer to the refresh.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Well, tough game, but a good example of how what seems to be a very small innocuous play can really snowball the game in a negative way.
Yeah. That's it for the Swiss coverage. We'll be right back with an interview with one of the top 16 players for the next one, because we had some technical difficulties, but we'll get to chat with Atlas about that game and review the footage that was recoverable, and then we'll carry on with the rest of our Top Cut coverage.